happens where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. Hold and fire complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Pulls it and fires to the left. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Using the quick game. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Looking to pass on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
He's got an open man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
As a play caller, you'd love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Hold throws and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
At the 27. Brings up second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
42 Spider.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Gets it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. The give to the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
In the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. Looking to forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2.
Georgia Tech, 8. Maryland, 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounce. To them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. He's looking for an open man on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long, no problem. I got this in the first half.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Third down play from the gun. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the catch. It's Mons. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Makes the catch and knocked down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Maryland!
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, heavyweights trading punches today in a top 5 battle, and now it's a final. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. Although nothing compares to a top 5 duel, a revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Gain 2. 2nd down coming up.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
A third and long coming up here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Firing to the right, complete. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 1 with the grab and the score.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Looking to throw. Buys a little time. He gets there. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead now stands at 9. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
16, Maryland, 7.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loses 3.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting
trying to pick out that ball through a deluge of rain, and he missed it.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Barnes.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And now on second down for this offense. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
They'll leave it with him. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. It's a reverse. Headed to the end zone, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Wide out in motion. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They'll line up for a second down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lane. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Terrapins! Reeled it in and just made the house call. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Michigan left little doubt. This version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Goes to the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia Tech 24, Maryland 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
No good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
24, Maryland 14.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Smashes through. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Movement here from the tight end. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On second down, wants to throw it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Now, a 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back.
With the carry is the running. Gain of 1. Brings up 4th down.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.